We've been getting blows from outside. It's high time that, we have a lot ahead of us. We have a lot ahead of us. We must continue to remember that we have to move on, and we all have to work together as a team, together, so that we can achieve what we're looking for, which is justice for Mohbad. That's why I came up here, I wouldn't, this is getting out of hands. And if we don't control it, if we don't savage this at this point, it's going to be a big problem. So please let everybody calm down and work things out. If they say I will say this right now, I won't believe it. But we have to move on. That's why I came in here. Thank you.
Thank you so very much, Whisper. I know you to be a peace preacher right from beginning, and that is who Arifa is as well, and that is who Queen of Energy is. But at times, when you've climbed a mountain, almost getting to the top, and somebody just, came from nowhere trying to pull you back to the beginning, you feel bad. You feel bad. And that is what has just happened. But God is in control. God is in control.
After she might have answered questions, and after she might have been vindicated, that is when I expect her to now come out like she's doing now to drive people, blah, 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 and the rest. And also, that is when I expect our sister to also come out to support her sister to now, do what is right. But this one that, I don't know, Black Velvet said something yesterday, saying he feels there is a communication gap, some people should try and mend things, come together and so on. Please, justice for Mohbad, people have different skills and energy to do different things and bring different things to the table. Why must it be the same thing to the table? It can never be the same thing because we research differently. We have our area of interest, and we have our, agents, our mystery shoppers, our staff, our management team, our crew that we work with. Definitely, they are going to be seeing different things, maybe the same thing in different way, fine. But I keep wondering if A will come down to say A and B should come together, B and C should align, or O should come together. Are they fighting before? If they are fighting, what caused their fight? I think it's not something we need to discuss tonight because I can see Arifa, you are rounding up. Actually, there is a program we were supposed to attend together around 9-8, I think. And this is almost, late already, and we could not meet up with the program. So, I don't think I need to go into some details. All I would just say is that everywhere is fine, area cool and calm, no tension, nobody is against anyone. Anybody painting a narrative to say A is missing, B is missing, the person should be asked questions that what did he or she hear, what happened, and for me, I think everyone should just focus on whatever he knows how to do. As far as this is for justice for Mohbad, it is well. Negative wire and positive wire cannot be separated in our home. We need the two to connect our socket, to put on the light, to on our TV, our bulb, and the rest. The same way in this cause of justice, we need both negative people and positive people to make, to let us get justice. And that is what I see happening. So whichever capacity or energy that anyone has gotten to bring about justice in this race is welcome. Nobody is fighting anybody. We are all one. By God's grace, we'll get justice. No retreat, no surrender. I love you all. Thank you. God bless you. From my hand here, Weso is saying, good night. Meet you next time in peace and not in pieces. I rest my case. Thank you.
Thank you so very much, Apari, aka. I don't even know the name I want to give you. But like I pray for you the other time, I'm still going to pray. In Jesus' name. In the mighty name of Jesus. may air, as air no degree grow for calabash body, may air no grow for your head. In Jesus' name I pray.
You are looking at it based on the law aspect. You are not looking at what
in an ideal place. This situation, but right now they are playing game with this whole matter.
They are playing game. That's the thing.
Yeah.
So
but
now,
see, Bayo, I get your point, but
this is,
hold on.
I've said it before, faithful God. I've said it before.
Hold on, faithful God, and Bayo, hold on. This is what we have in Lagos State and in Nigeria as of today. I am not speaking for anybody. This is the institution that we have where fact findings are made. Do we have alternatives? So we can say all what we can say and say, magistrate, inquest, we no go gree for anybody. Make sure we mountain shembe. If that is our cry,
Chairman,
in fact, the whole
legal team,
all of us will support and say, mountain sheu. If that is the voice we are shouting, mountain we they watch you now, because whatever they say there, if they say they've closed the case, they've closed. We have seen worst case in Nigeria more than this one till today, and the case went under the carpet. There's nothing anybody would do. Nothing in Nigeria today. But we can come out and say, we they watch you now. A mountain show, we they watch you now. If that is our cry, say, magistrate, will they watch you? We cannot interfere in their procedure. Nothing will say on social media that will change the procedure of the inquest. Nothing. If they close the file today, they close it forever. There's nothing anybody can do.
Force their hand. That is why they are here.
Mr. Chairman, if the legal team is on point, the right thing can be done, and this case will lead to criminal
That is what I'm saying.
That is what we want.
For us to cry, we know waiting with
just imagine
they watch you. That is our cry.
We have to cry loud. We have to cry loud and cry high.
Exactly.
That's why we are here every day. That's why we are here every day. So now, if Mr. Aristocrat is giving us the rule of lying, the law, the line, the procedures. I mean, if at a point the rule of law is deviating from what it is established to do, then we need to cry. And that is why me and Faithful God is saying now that the rule of law, what they are practicing at the inquest at this moment, at this point, is not just right.
And that is why we have legal team there.
Okay, now.
So what is the job of the legal team?
Let me tell you something. The legal team are doing their best. Imagine, they said that the inquest, do you know that at the time they closed the inquest in November, they have already said that the inquest will open in March? Do you know that? They have already said it. So whatever any letter you've written or anybody has written, they've already made up their mind that the inquest will close, it will open up again.
In March.
Bayo, pause.
In March.
Pause, Bayo, please.
Okay.
Pause. Now, let me ask this question. In November, the inquest said their next hearing will be in March. The court has spoken. It's like when you adjourn a case in court. So why did people go to the market shouting, open inquest, open inquest, open inquest, when the court have told you when they intend to open? Can you please tell me?
Thank you. I'll just
First of all, why would the court adjourn a case of this magnitude for 4 months?
Bayo,
4 months.
That is not the answer.
This case of this magnitude.
No.
This is an inquest. Chairman.
Yes.
That is not
Chairman,
the answer.
Aristocrat.
That is not the
An
answer.
inquest.
I want to understand.
An inquest can be hosted. Aristocrat. An inquest can be hosted at any day, at any venue, at any time.
Nobody disputed that.
Yes. So why would they give us 4 months?
I asked you a simple question.
This case can last for the next 2-3 years.
Ayo, listen and listen very well. It is from what you said. In November, when the inquest held the city, they always announce when the next
sit again
is possible to come. Just like any court all over the world. And the inquest said in the month of March, this is November, we will convene again in the month of March. Right there, when the magistrate said it, none of the lawyers, none of them countered it and said, no, my lord. You are saying we will open in the next 4 months. No, it's too far. Everybody says, as your lordship pleases. And they went home.
People professional. You can't.
They went home. You now came and you've been told, please, back. I left you to talk now. Let me finish. I left you guys to talk. You now came when the court have told you when they will open. You now went to town, begin to shout. You did not shout in December. You came in January and now begin to shout. They don't want to open the inquest, so they want to close it. And the court have already said why. And you know, when it comes to legal things, they have their own procedure. And they've told you, if you don't agree, right there and there, you will tell the judge, no. All of you, you are there. And they closed the court, you went home. So why are people shouting?
Because we found out that from Brekete that they were not doing anything.
You found out from Brekete.
That's wrong. Let us, please, Papariano, let us use this platform as well.
But to be honest, that's what I see.
Where the confusion came in was that
Nigeria.
There was a change of lawyer. Then you get Aristo. Are you listening?
So no toxicology on this Brekete basically going wrong.
Request for enough time to be briefed.
Lawyer at the time, and now were all the documents transferred to the next lawyer? That is a question that we still do not know. You know, it's underground. When something is underground, you don't know what they are doing.
It took about 60 days.
See,
Papa, please, can I give my little explanation?
I want to ask a question.
Can I give my little explanation on that December aspect, please?
This magistrate, please, this magistrate, is it the only job that he's doing? Was it only dedicated, or he has other things that he's doing?
She has other things she will do now. She's handling other cases.
This matter will last 2-3 years, never finish.
The transfer, last Paparano's story, which I agree with you, which I know. Because I want Bayo and faithful God to give me the correct answer. If not, you are only bailing them. Now, Paparano, was it the fault of the magistrate that the lawyers did not transfer their documents?
Aristocrat, you are missing something out. Let me put it. Then you can put
the
what you want
magistrate
to say. Let me put this. Yeah, you know, I was communicating with David and the rest during that period. What happened that they couldn't listen to Prime Boy that December? It was David Baba Moba's lawyer's fault. Instead of David to put a request for them to bring Prime Boy from the jail to the court for the hearing, he put a wrong request. The request he put for Prime Boy to appear in the court is to serve Prime Boy the invitation at home. And by then, Prime Boy was still in the custody. So they couldn't bring him from custody to the court. So they had to wait for him to get a bail to go home. Then they would serve him to get another court date for him to appear in the court from home. You know, that is what happened. And before you know, it's Christmas, and they had to shut down for the year. That's what happened.
Susan, that was why the judge responded the way she responded.
African TV was there. Can he also tell you, because he was in that inquest? African TV, hello, welcome African TV. Yes, welcome back again. I think you heard the conversation. Yes, so because you were
I came in. You understand? You knew the response of the judge and said
when David Fadele
know where to go.
Now, Papariano, I will just say this, and I think I will mute. I won't say anything again. This is I'm speaking as a professional in this line, right? As a professional in this line. Nothing, and I mean it, nothing happens in an inquest or in the law, all right, that the legal team are not aware or in support of. Nothing. And if care is not taken, right? Somebody said it was a mistake. There's no mistake.
One thing, Mr. Chairman, God bless you.
Hold on. I am speaking. Papariano knows me, and I won't want to divulge too much. There's nothing like a mistake in a court. I don't want to go too far. I don't want to go too detailed. The only thing I can say is that Baba's legal team must be on top of their game. If not, 5 years, we are still at the inquest. I can promise you that. Thank you.
Baba's legal team needs to be changed. That's what we say.
Chairman, let me add something for you. Let me just drop this in before you add please. Let me drop
you've been listening to it.
No, I've been listening to you.
I want to talk
now, aristocrat, please.
Let me just add one thing to it.
Okay, go ahead.
And this is what I want to add. You see, and this is why I like to stay on Papariano's platform. You see, we need to educate ourselves so that when we argue on things, we need to understand what actually transpired and know who to blame. What I simply did with Bayo was this. If the inquest announced in November that they are going to convene in March, then why were people shouting and saying they must open? It's because it is not the fault of the magistrate that lawyers did not do their homework. It is not. So many a times when we come out and say, no, the way they are doing it is this. Me, if I say anything that is wrong, I will say it. But if there are some things that ought to be the player's fault, don't put it on the magistrate. Don't put it on the system. You get your act together, you will get your result. At the end of the day, you will force their hand to give you your result. But when you are not up to task, this is what you will always end up. Go ahead, faith to God.
Thank you, aristocrat. But before I go ahead, let me quickly react to you. You see, one thing I will say is this. At the end of the day, I don't want us to come back here and say we are disappointed at the judge. Me, I've lost hope from that judge angle, as far as I'm concerned, magistrate. And I keep on saying that. Number one. Number two is this. There's what we call technical error. I wish lawyers know this. They know what they are doing is to buy time or to prolong case. It is their skills. Is what they do every day. They know when to serve or when not to serve. That Baba lawyer before, I never trusted him in the first place. Thank God they changed him. Even the current one, we are still seeing one leg out, one leg. We don't know where the direction. I'm not condemning them. But you see, I've been to court several times.
Is that the fault of the judge?
You see, Papa, hold on, Aristocrat. No, see, you could say anything. You say you don't. You will say no. Yeah, judge, you cannot adjourn this. Judge will still have the final say to adjourn the case. If he say he's not holding, he's not holding. If you like, you read objects or 200 times as a lawyer. The judge still carry his gavel and knock that table. Say no, we adjourn. Nothing you will do. So everything still come back to his table. And that is why I keep on talking about the judge not doing the right thing. But let's be fair. Let's be fair. After you and I waited, we talk on TikTok for like 3 or 4 months. Eventually, it happened that the coroner inquest was opened. On that day, we saw what the whole thing happened. Brought 2 witnesses. One was acting funny. Take care of him. Bring another one as a judge. You want this case to close on time. That is the exigency of this case. But the judge is slowing down the case. Whatever tactic they are bringing is to buy time. And we are all seeing it. A case will be waiting for like 4 months, eventually open. You now throw it again to another 1 month ahead.
The judge came in 1 hour 30 minutes late. So the judge came in 1 hour 30 minutes late.
You see? So let's be fair.
On that day.
The other thing,
And he was present. And he was present in the court.
Let someone finish now. Stop interjecting, Jerry. You see, we all need to condemn this. Diesel, for crying loud. How can George be the one protecting the office that they normally off like at 8 p.m. On that day? Why did they on the gen earlier? I don't understand.
Aristocrat, let's look at it this way. On the last inquest, okay, somebody requested for the pathologist. They requested for the one African television was, and he was in that inquest, bear me witness. Because sometimes we are not following this thing. The legal team are not doing the right thing. And now their mistake is now turning out to be as if the system is the one that is bad. Not knowing that they are the one that is faulty. In the last inquest, Prime Boy was requested, nurse was requested, they said nurse cannot come until autopsy proves otherwise. Then now, a lawyer now put up a call that they want the pathologist to come. Okay? With result or without result. Okay, at first the judge said the pathologist cannot come until they have their result with them. Then it was bidded. They bidded a little bit, and then they said, okay, the coroner will come and update us about the situation. That was why on March, it was the chief coroner who came and updated about how far. They never have in mind that spending and Prime Boy will speak. It was not in the modality. It was not in the plan discussed. You understand? It was not discussed. You cannot just come from nowhere after they have made decision that next inquest, this is the modality, this is who's going to speak. Then you now bring Prime Boy, bring spending. That's why they were begging for spending. They were begging for the magistrate to give room for spending to speak. I was even surprised. Why were they able to give room for spending to speak? They begged hard to have spending speak. It was not arranged that spending was going to speak. So the last lawyer who left, did he transfer all the file? Respond from the legal team.
For transfer, I think it's the ethics of their job. And it has to be between the two lawyers. If you refuse to transfer the file, then the other one can't do anything. He will continue whatever the piece of information he could gather from the court, from the belief and the court registry. But if you say, I'm not transferring file to you, you won't still do anything, right? But it's the ethics of their job to transfer file. I think I know that one for sure.
You know, you can get the file by yourself, the citizen. What Lady Alex will get?
Yeah, from the registry.
Maybe see, this showed that Babalola don't have citizen.
Yeah,
yes, it showed this that no wonder why Lady Harris team went to get the citizen. They were so mad that you want to take the case. You understand what I'm saying?
You're right.
Wahala. Right. Because if you have all those information, then they will not be asking simple things. They will not be writing petition to go to court. Court already said that we are going to meet.
Papa, let me throw this one funny thing to you, right? For me, let me just show you a scenario where what they are playing to us. These people, Baba lawyer, Baba team, Wunmi team, the magistrate, they sit in a round table and they discuss
negotiation.
God bless you, they negotiate.
I said in January that I perceive negotiation going.
Yeah, this is what the law say here. Like this. We waste time here. You come in here. You do like this. You don't file. This is what is happening, as far as I'm concerned, because it's not. It's ridiculous. All what we have been going through all this while. This is the case that we expected.
Aristocrat don't go. You don't rest.
No, it's too.
Papariano. I started the case June 2010. I got judgment May 2022. How many years is that? That's 12 good years.
Alcohol. Mobile died with this. John Todolon, are you prepared to face these people for justice. I will be disappointed. Mohbad will be disappointed. Because we have the opportunity to be fighting these people from back and forth. Nobody is actually looking at that area. And you thought it's a joke. It's never a joke. If I'm serious like this and I know the result of that justice will be compromised, Oti assured you because they know that you people are carried away. You people are carried away in a sense that you are not putting yourself in that position. Who want to be the lead? Ejo, who want to be the lead? If you know Lanchi, don't want to be the lead. I will give everybody space. Who want to be the lead? Give me 3 things for us to get the justice, or 3 strategic levels for us to get the justice. I'm not going to be compromised. I will remain the same. I will remain the same. See, whenever things are like this, I'm not the judge. I'm not the judge of this justice for Mohbad. But for us to not compromise on this matter is the toxicology that is coming. Do you think when they read that paper, they read it through the screen, they actually giving you from the internet? And you think Berekete is looking at you people where you people are not even talking about all these things. And you think Berekete will say, oh, where are the evidences that these people have that they've been complaining that you people will be compromised? Where are all those things? This man need the tools. The reason why Berekete get to that stage because he has a lot of tools to use on Mr. Motosho. That look at the internet, look at what is going on. But do we have all those tools at the moment? Fracas and Bubuin Shelowo. One toy, one guy, one thing, one shake jaku. They understand. But when the toxicology results come, you cannot go back anymore. Where's the action? Where is the action? Me, I said I forgive everybody. Motive forgive everybody because nobody can trick me. I've been fighting for this justice for a very long time, since when Mohbad died. This thing will actually help Nigeria. The oncoming artist, my own cousin, died in the process. The same way Mohbad died, will poison Boboye. And you say I'm not going to advocate. Oh, call me. Do I know what those people are going through at the moment? I don't really know. So I'm going to advocate in that area. So if this technology that is coming and they sit down and they be changing, they be seeing the situation of all you people behaving that you want to get justice, you people are being carried away. What testing you do straight away and nothing you people will do. And my joke will we analyze for money tonight and nothing's going to happen. The day and night will come and that's the end of what they call justice for Mohbad. Oh, they will, and I promise you they will not let anybody down. You people are looking for justice. Look at the evidence everywhere. You people cannot compile information to sit down and start analyzing and say, this is exactly what we want in Nigeria. This is how we want Nigeria to be reformed. How much more? How old is Shagari? How old is all of them when they got the independence in Nigeria? They are kids then. How old is Prime Boy? Prime Boy is a kid. But unfortunately, he was doomed into the situation of Mohbad. How old is Spending? How old is all of them? They are kids. You are not using your brain to see that these kids needs to be rehabilitated. Well, as in, they should go. And you are using these people to be causing fracas. Sit down and think about it. If I've been dragging Prime Boy from the onset, and at the moment I see the situation of this guy, and it's not that I understand, it's 50-50. It's unshocked as well. No shocking here. Because it's in Nigeria. If we're to be in abroad, this Prime Boy Spending, all of them, they will be in a care at the moment. They will be with counseling. But unfortunately, Nigerian system, it doesn't allow all those nonsense. But is that the justice? No. See, I hate what they call backdoor. Breaking news. I hate it. Let's call a spade a spade. I drag Prime Boy from the onset. If I change my mind, it's my opinion on him, not you, not anybody. If I change my mind on anybody, not you, it's my own opinion. Because I was standing with this boy and I was asking him a little question, and that was it. I never go in details. All what I need to know, that is it. If you want to do your findings, go to Lagos, meet Prime Boy up. He will tell you what he knows. That is how to get undiluted information. Why do you think I'm dragging this guy from the onset until I find out my truth? But on 50-50, at the end of the day, Mohbad did not just die like that. What killed Mohbad is my question. But mind you, this guy did not follow them home. He stopped at the middle. So anything we are going to analyze has to be from the show to the where Prime Boy stopped. Then we continue from spending. The spending actually went home. But Mohbad died on Monday. Confirm. But at the end of the day, all this thing has been laid down that the autopsy people and the toxicology people knew what is actually going on. They are now looking for the avenue to lie to you people, to give you false information, to give you fake. There's no plan. And we have all these suspects. We have all of them. And I bet you, if they prove otherwise, forget about it. If they said nothing happened to Mohbad, why are we fighting? Because the law, the Constitution of Nigeria, actually have a lot of branches that the law can actually escape or actually nail somebody in. And I promise you, go and read the terms and conditions of the law of Nigeria. It's very trickish. All this DNA, all those things, they are just trying to prepare it to 2025 into Nigerian Constitution. Most of them will pay. And we see different cases that is not even existing in Nigerian Constitution. Why do you think they will arrest a poor man, a rich man's son, and they will find somebody in the street to replace that person? It is possible. And you people went to go and relax, thinking they will come and give you one result. What result are you waiting for if you guys are not advocating for the right cause of justice for Mohbad? Do you know what it takes? If this thing is not worrying you, it's worrying me. Some people mental health is already fucked up. Some people are hospitalized. Some people are actually in prison. They are listening to us. These are the things they use to calm their soul. And you people turn this into fracas, and you say you want justice, and you say you want the truth, and you say you want the light. Mohbad magba first born. Anything paro. Mohbad magba first born. Then paro lori justice for Mohbad. They think cash out, thinking you can be making money. Like I said, let us get justice. Let's work accord. Let's be in one accord. When the justice come, let's mark a date for justice for Mohbad, for Imole Ireoluwa, like MKO Abiola. What happened to that green? It's because of the artist people and Wolori Bruku. They don't want that thing to exist. The boy started all this Yoruba rapper. Oloko Bere before Lamide. Where is the honor? Is there any mark for him? Mark Bobonye. Is there any status for him? No. Nobody remember that green anymore. And we have the opportunity. We can actually take this justice for Mohbad to reform most of the sector in Nigeria. The police know what is going on. And you people are sitting down there. At the end of the day, when justice will finish, everybody might believe Babelo, and they was like, Nigeria will die. Mohbad has died like Jesus Christ for you people. When Jesus Christ even died, he reformed a lot of things. He went to heaven to sit down on the right side of Jesus, God. But we have the opportunity. The Mohbad has actually given us a platform. You can talk, you can do anything, you can type. Why don't you use your voice to advocate for Nigerian, to sanitize some places that needs to be reformed in Nigeria? Look at the artists, the marketers. If I tell you this thing has been existing since the time of Fela, since the time of Obesere, since the time of all these artists, Sonyade, what is actually going on with Sonyade? Sonyade is still fighting his record label to today, Osimbaja. Do you understand it? He's still fighting the record label. What happened to Daddy Shoki? The same thing. Idris Abdul Karim, all of them. The only wise people is Davido because they do the record label in their house. Olamide himself, he actually went through with ID Kabasa. What did he get? But something has to go down. I want to open my record label. Oh, Liwa Jeogumi, Muti, I've learned from the past. Do you know how many music? Oh, Nidro, all those music is with ID Kabasa. Lamide cannot go back to it. But what happened to Lamide? Lamide bring Naira Marley in, bring Wale Gold, bring this guy, Hekun. 3 of them at the same time, 2 years contract. But Naira Marley decided to use Ileoluwa for 3 years. Even Olodiski is overdue. But is that what they are telling us in the constitution of this entertainment? No! And this is the time we need to open the platform of Justice for Mohbad to let them know. If you are signing a contract, there's a constitution and a policy in Nigeria that you people need to legalize in Nigeria so that everything will be in process. They're not going through it because they know the Nigerian system is corrupt. They know Nigerian system is corrupt. That's why they are behaving like that. That's why Imole went through that process to Fiku. And you thought because of Liam, many things kill Mohbad. At the end of the day, we say we are fighting for justice for Mohbad. At the end of the day, the toxicology is coming out. Everything is coming out. And we are there. Nobody's advocating. Nobody is putting strategy level to make sure that these people will not compromise. So that these people will not mess the justice for Mohbad. At the end of the day, if they see Waloju, but this is the result. Can we change it back again? If Atobaba go to Brekete, it cannot change anything because the toxicology has actually tell us what killed Mohbad. Game over. But are we prepared for what is coming? Are we prepared for what is coming? We have only 7 days. And everywhere is not talking about all these things. Where is this strategy? Where is the plan? What are we doing on this justice for Mohbad? Please, leave everything aside. This justice is at risk. Whosoever that is making this thing to look as if we will not get justice, let's focus on this toxicology result that is coming. You think those people sitting down there, now, they know what they are doing. If everything that happened at the end of the day, can you go to station? Can you go to the lab and fight these people? I'm a solo platform and that is end of it. Once we say it on our platform, that is end of it. Game over. And you think these people are not smart enough? They came to Brekete to give us 10 weeks. And they repeat the 10 weeks they gave you. If it's not because of Brekete that told them that if we don't get this answer, sir, Mr. Motosho, give us the answer. He went back. It took him 24 hours to come back. Why? By a police officer is giving us a 10 weeks. It is supposed to be a laboratory person, a doctor, that's supposed to be announcing the 10 weeks and give us an information that we need to know how Mohbad, this thing has been transported to America. And it just all of a sudden, the police just came out and said 10 weeks. Just a word, a sentence, not even a sentence, a word. They have to wait for 10 weeks for the toxicology result to come out. Hey, John, to the alone. Sure, and you people are not seeing all this thing. It's being manipulated, and there are some people, parasites within us, making things rolling. They don't want us to get justice, if you want to know. Because people are not realizing that the DNA is on top of the list. The DNA is on top of the list. If they bring this one and they said, go and bury Mohbad and give him befitting burial, at the end of the day, she first stop money. Remember, Tonto Dike and Yabojo, they've already prepared the casket, what to prepare Sile, and what they are doing underground, you people don't know. They are working hard to make sure the DNA will not even come to life, and they will bury Mohbad. Nobody. Shall we go sue about Mohbad? What to sue my? Sue everybody. We are the ones shouting, advocating, begging. We should fight for this thing at the same time. Don't let us fight each other. Let us fight for this thing. We can be fighting ourselves later. We're wasting time. That we have limited time. You cost me, that's not my business. That is your own cup of tea. But nkoto jemilogun only justice for Mohbad. Aya yin lenu pe tí Wunmi wà lára yín tó hype gbogbo yín. You will be surprised that the team Wunmi is among of you people, hyping you people to destroy people. At the end of the day, you don't know who they are working for. I'm not working for anybody. I'm working for Irioluwa. Justice for Mohbad. If I can wear this boy t-shirt, I don't know what t-shirt here. I did judge what justice, and you may what t-shirt here. But you are sitting down there and cash out owo. And you lenu boku. And you radara and you imbeciles, and you people that don't even have the calculative, how will I put it, strategic levels. We are talking about Nigeria, to reform Nigeria. Do you think the government will come and tell us what to do? It is us that is the problem of ourselves. It has shown that this is exactly how Nigeria has been operating. Just justice for Mohbad. I'm not surprised. If the Ghanaians, the West African and the North African seeing the way Nigeria has been handling that situation, it's 10 years time. I want to come back to Nigeria and I want to see the system. Then you come back, justice immediately. Anybody wants shame me anything, I should be able to arrest that person to get my own justice. But if we don't do it now, another one will still happen. If we don't do it now, another one will still happen. Who knows who will be your family? Who knows? It has happened in my own family. Try to fight that person. We know they will sell the music. But Okutiku, we can't get the hard copy. There's no hard copy. The boy is gone. No written statement. Kusomolayi could say anything. Kusofa anybody. You went and released an album. By the time you're supposed to shoot your album, I was in Nigeria. Mulo Shokwe. But I don't need to be telling everybody, oh, Nigeria. Mulo Shoku. And some people have the guts. In Koto Shele, someone ko shele si family yin, gbogbo yin te mbulenchi. O lo si Nigeria se kini kan, nkan to ndo mi lokan. People don't know. At the end of the day, àwọn èèyàn máa parọ́ ni. Once ọmọlógo bá ti ń lọ sókè to bring the light, there are some people that want to shield and cover the light. Kò ṣe ń ṣe àṣírí máa tú. Àṣírí sì máa tú. Àṣírí sì máa tú. We don't need to believe anybody. Do your own. Stop calling people. If you know how to do it, Do it. If people that don't want to support you, that's fine. In your pharaoh, too much crowd is too much distraction. When you are limited, as in Kekeribai, Agbara Wambe, when you have like big people in your team, do you think going to Brekete? Somebody was saying, "Oh Lord, Brekete will Jeko Wale. Do you see me? Show did they krum bito wa? Helen with D. Show did any bito wa? You was scared to kaki. Do you actually stand up wherever you are? Have you ever moved an inch? I want to mbura. Shall we justice? They are the most useless people once you see them. The most useless people. They go from one place to another. You are not fighting for justice. You are actually trying to make yourself known. Oh, you can never be known because you are not for God. If God has chosen you, there's no way. It's not yourself that will even speak yourself. The Lord will actually channel you. Oh, Mama, Relo warning. But I forgive you. Go and change. Go and change. You are an adult. Lord, change. This justice, we must get it together. I don't fucking care. But for now, let's work hand in hand to get this justice for Mohbad. Baba Mohbad Oleshe, he can't do it by himself. This man is moving left and right. They've been shaking this man left and right. You guys don't understand what is actually going with Alobas. If we are fighting for the same cause, why is it so hard? Why is it so hard? Leave everything that Wenchi is doing. For me to make sure that this thing is possible. I've actually worked myself round the clock to make sure those petitions that we wrote is actually, in fact, there's something cooking. Ewani Wunmi Fesalo. Wunmi cannot go anywhere. She can only try. She can only try. Elo Kosilelin. Buba Salo Uma Dakpada. Bubu promises to promise and wadura. It can never work. But why are we on this justice for Mohbad? Why don't we come together and achieve this thing? When they say Black Lives Matters, Bingo was the person compromising. When Jack came, the Jack told them, remove this Bingo out of this nonsense. What happened? To the Pojoyibo, manipulating spirit. They get justice at the end of the day. They get justice. Why is it Nigerians that when things are like this, you choose people that actually lie to you? That's fine. We know ourselves. Naijani Elimatin Shele. But let us get this justice before you people start lying to yourself. Let's get this justice together. Because when the time will come, then they will announce and say, Mohbad died with alcohol. Mohbad died with this. Ejo, do you want to change it? By that time, you can't change the handwriting anymore. You cannot change it. Koshen change more. I'm using this avenue to beg everybody. The panelists, the type, whatever you know how to do. Let us use one voice to fight this justice for Mohbad. This one is still Wunmi. This one is this anti-justice. Whatever you know how to do best. Let's come together. We only have 7 days. They must not give us another narrative, different narrative. We know what we are expecting. We know what we are expecting. Mohbad is not buried. It's lying down there. And once they give us the result, John Toriolong, I don't want people to be disappointed. I'm now ahead advocating. That is exactly what I normally do. Anything I say this week, confirm it next week. Anything I say this week, confirm it upper week. I don't want people to get disappointed. By the time you start finding the truth, it will be too late. It will be too late. Talk to your host. How are we getting justice for Mohbad? We have 7 days. What are your strategy level that you want to use? What are we advocating for? If Mr. Motoshaw now come back and say, Brekete, Brekete said, my hand is not there. Give them the news. But you have actually lay a course. The Brekete said, go and listen to his course. Any toba mabadosti sije. That is when the course will catch you. Not for Brekete. Whosoever is not laying on himself. He said if he's the one that stopped the justice for Mohbad, the course will catch him. But if somebody else, now compromise, what do you think is going to happen? Do you think Brekete will get the course? It's the person. Otherwise, don't look at the course. Look at what is actually playing. Now we are advocating in that area. Nobody wants to stand up and say, so we need to start shouting, Mr. Motoshaw, don't compromise. Mr. Motoshaw, don't compromise. You gave us 10 weeks. That 10 weeks is coming. That 10 weeks is near. Don't let this thing to compromise. Mr. Motoshaw, you gave us 10 weeks. That 10 weeks is near. Don't let it compromise. We want justice. Oton, I've given you people an insight. Mr. Motoshaw, you give us 10 weeks. The 10 weeks is near. Don't let it compromise. Simple. I've given you people insight because I know what is playing at the moment. Something is fishing and you guys are not checking your environment. You are not checking your vicinity. You are not checking most of the hosts. You are not looking at what they do. Go to their profile. If they are doing something that concerns justice for Mohbad, please cut my head. It's not by having crowd on your platform. Tori back pay. If you have people that can brainstorm, if it is 2-3 people, they can get justice. Having 25 people, that's not my business. The business is how are we going to get justice? How are we going to get the justice that we know that it is near? Don't let us lose this justice for Mohbad. If the toxicology give us their results, what are you waiting for? Have they charged anybody to court? No. Have they catch somebody that is the main person that killed Mohbad? No. But where is the DNA lying down? On top of the ceiling. But where is the casket? Casket is already prepared. Where is Tonto Dike Yabojo? They are hiding under the justice for Mohbad. Watch.
Since the nurse has been released, nurse no dey go sign.
Someone dey sign. You know they sign.
Somebody dey sign. Somebody dey sign. I don't hear you.
Arifa.
Èmi wò pé ká fàjà ni. Tẹ́ bá ní ká má fàjà má dákẹ́.
Arifa, somebody dey sign. Who live on like that? And a nurse, and a the real nurse. You can't tell me that. See, it is impossible now. We've not had it in the history of this that you build a fake person. Why did they write us Nollywood now? Why don't you ask film for what? This one no be Yoruba movie now. I've been at Nollywood. Toma mas title movie here by Wani Boda Lenshi Ogba Bailey fake nurse. Akpa Kine Scene 2 episode 13. Yeah, people, are they whining us? Please, they should stop it too. Because at times when I try to think it, I always laugh. How will you come up and be saying that it's the wrong person you build? Are you talking to kids? I'm not sure. Lenchi cannot say it. Lenchi, more respect, Lenchi go now. Now, elderly person. Lenchi cannot say it now. Lenchi, when Lenchi no be bastard, I ain't go tell us say he build fake person. No, now. Somebody that organized a protest in London and in US. And you're not telling me with that kind of a brain. And you're not telling me that the guy built a fake nurse. No. You people should stop that narrative. I don't like it at all. Emma, no. You don't come and get a bro, pressure.
You know, you just dey UK. You know, if you use money buy assets, go buy assets. May you chop on so that you go speak assets.
Arifa, you the fuck up. I didn't know that.
But now, Arifa will say DNA na must.
Tani Baba baby.
Young daddy go say DNA na must.
Gushi ni Baba.
Adi go say DNA na must. And Azuko, DNA is a must. Queen of Energy, DNA is a must. Gurexi, DNA is a must. TikTok Comfy, DNA is a must. T, DNA is a must. Faith, DNA is a must. But another version can come out. The version now be say DNA is needed. DNA is needed. But let it show. Oyun ti dey. DNA is needed. But wait to Tani Baba baby. Kábíyèsí Tani Baba baby. Tani Baba baby. Sedo Tani Baba baby. Tani Baba baby. Mo gbé fún yín Tani Baba baby. Seridon P Tani Baba baby. Tani Baba baby. Seridon K Tani Baba baby. Tani Baba baby. Seridon K lèmi fi sí. Seridon King.
In the comment section, you hand the fast, the type like say this. Meanwhile, let's do one while. I want Doro. On va la people
Westo, ẹni tó lọ ń dọ̀bálẹ̀ fún. Gbogbo àṣírí ẹ ti tú o. Fídíò ẹ wà o. At the same time, ẹni tárífà ló ń sọ fún pé pamí sílé má pamí síta. Ṣé o ti rí pé kò sáṣírí kankan tó bò báyìí?
Fídíò gbogbo yín wà ń ta o.
Ìtàlàwà Westo, mọ́ tó ń ṣe o. Tani Baba baby o.
Àtàwọn tó lọ sí àwọn tó fi kú kan pẹyẹ méjì àbí òkú kan pẹyẹ méjì wọn lọ protest wọn lọ la píopío. Tani Baba baby gẹ́gẹ́ oyún ti ṣó.
Tani Baba baby. Question tó yẹ kó béèrè lọ́wọ́ Karimo. This is the right question they are supposed to ask Karimo. Karimo, we are on Wunmi's issue. That aside, Karimo, Tani Baba baby.
Arifa, Tani Baba baby. Andy.
Westo ni Baba baby.
Westo, Guresi, Tani Baba baby.
Ó jẹ́ yẹ kí Guresi mọ Baba baby náà.
Ó rà pé wọn yẹn kan fẹ́ jọ Guresi àtẹ̀wámọ̀ báyìí kan.